Hello and welcome back to We Prove We Can Beat Our Own Mega Man levels. Off the bat, apologies for potato quality, and yes, I'm using free version of Xsplit because I'm not a streamer, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm just proving. I was called out by Dan of Normal Boots that I couldn't beat my own level, and this is my proof. So I hope you all enjoy watching me struggle through this horrible fucking disaster that I've created. Warning, adult language. But before I get started, I just wanted to point out, those of you that watch the stream or suffered through the level yourself, I did make a revised version of the level. Most of this early stuff did not change. As a matter of fact, nothing here changed. Up until this is this checkpoint. I made this room bit less of a clusterfuck. It's still probably going to suck a little bit HP off you, but it's a lot less of a clusterfuck. It's a lot less messy now. You make your way over here. This really hasn't changed. I had thought about making this something else like a Sniper Joe, but believe it or not, that just made it too easy. Defeated the purpose. This didn't change. This didn't change. I removed one of the flamethrowers that was up here, because it was almost a guaranteed hit to jump across and activate these bombs. It's still a challenge, but it's not such bullshit cheap hits anymore. Nothing here changed. Nothing here. Oh, nothing here changed. Nothing here changed really. I was given input that the conveyance of this particular section made you think that going right was the hidden path and going up was the right path. I did add something up here. It's just a longer version. It takes you right back here. Just flavor. I'm afraid to fuck with this. It works ever so perfectly, and yes, it's frustrating as shit, and I'm sorry it gave you guys over at Gigaboot so much trouble, but I don't think I could change it. It's pretty pixel perfect. If I'd made it any easier, I think it would cheapen it. I think the biggest flaw of this level was this waterfall section, which I was tempted to delete entirely, but I removed some of the enemies, made it a little bit less sloggy. Most importantly, I lowered this platform and moved it over one, so that it's still below the level line, so it will continue to reset, but it's a lot easier to jump to. Jump across from, and I removed one of these flying enemies. And also over here, I added health pickup. I was tempted to put a checkpoint there, and you know what, I still might. I haven't uploaded this version yet, so I still might put a checkpoint there. But specifically, if you had let this slip above you, and you were stuck down here, there was no real way to get back up to reset it, so it had a ladder. You drop down here, you get a little bit of health, and I also removed one of these dicks, and this way, if you're stuck, you just come back up. Problem solved. And I mean, through the webcam, Dan had seared my soul, so I removed one of these jumpy plunger dicks to make this section easier. Everything else is pretty much exactly the same. I didn't really change anything else. I didn't feel I needed to. This is the revised version of the level. Unfortunately, it's not the one that you guys played. Oh, one more thing you may have noticed, but I glossed over. This section, right, where you jump into bullshit, I lowered the ladder down, so it's like almost guaranteed that you're going to grab it now. I didn't really have a problem making this section a little easier just because, well, it was fucked up to begin with, but also it's not fun. You're right, it's not fun. But I also have a philosophy that it's not supposed to be entirely fun the whole time. You have to feel like you've overcome some bullshit to feel good about yourself. Anyway, that's my own sick psychology. I'm now going to prove, and I guess I'll add a timestamp, that I can beat my own level, even though I'm bad at it. So let's do it. For let's see, play. I'm gonna do it online. I'm gonna do the one I uploaded, so there's no shenanigans. Alright, it's the same level code that was given to Gigaboots and any other poor sod who I tricked into playing my level. What was my password? Yeah, shit, that's not my password. Alright, my levels. Okay, that is the level code. Alright, so there's no shenanigans. Let's go. And this will take me a little while. It took me about an hour to finish it the first time I uploaded it, so hoping I'll do a little better this time. I'm a hoping. Now, you may notice watching this or have while you played it that it will stutter from time to time. The seams, the level's so big that the seams in between screen transitions, the one that are linked together, not the full screen transitions, will lag every time you cross the threshold of them. It is predictable if you know where they are, but it is shitty and limitations of the engine, and I wasn't willing to cut my level in half, which maybe I should have been, but... And yes, I did make these sections with damage boosting in mind. Some people might think that's bullshit, but really, you can do it without. You can do it without, but it's easier to do it with. And I'm all for that. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Probably shouldn't whistle. It probably sounds terrible. This part's gonna almost guaranteed to kill me a couple times, so... I'm actually impressed I made it this far without dying yet. I like how Mega Man spins different directions depending on which way you face. This is the little Battletoads inspired section. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is not the revised version of this level. I've forgotten what I was playing. Should have let the charge go. Alright. Pickaxe guy. Pickaxe Joe. The true boss. True mini boss. This was an attempt for me to make a, oh shit. This is an attempt for me to make some kind of like mini boss. I liked the concept of that. Ah, you son of a bitch. Aww. I shouldn't have waited. I think if you just go immediately, you're good. Oh, you see? That's something I didn't address, and I don't think I noticed it the first time around, but that's... Spring is right on a screen transition, and thinking back to it, there was a moment where Dan kept dying on that one spot, and I think it's because the screen transition lag was eating his jump input. So I apologize for that. But Mega Maker is perfect. I am not. But Mega Maker is beyond reproach. We all know that. God damn it. This is so annoying. I'm so glad I got rid of this. I thought it was like a gag. Like, you'd just be like, oh shit, that's stupid. But then, putting a challenging part right after it kind of gets tedious if you see that more than once. I know when I was wrong. I can admit when I was wrong. Oh shit, I just don't want to eat a pickaxe and then get knocked into the abyss. Ha! Suck it. I always jump into the fire the first time here. I gotta wait. Bam. Bam. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that 100% eats your jump input. I was holding the button down. Ah, it's annoying. And disappointing. I do have a working version of Revised that I literally cut the levels in half. And the first half is lagless. But the second half where the waterfall, and I really think it's the water physics that do it, or the water objects, because there's so much of it, just lags the whole thing out. So, there's not much I can do about that. Jeez. Oh, don't die. Don't die. Of course I get stuck here. I never get stuck here. Yeah, the plunger guy jumping off into the abyss, it was all meant to be just like a gag, but it's mechanically excruciatingly annoying. Though I did get through it with full health that time. It's not bad. Ah. Screw you, buddy. I'm not playing your reindeer games. God damn it. I really should just take the hit. I don't remember having that issue when I tested this before. Then again, I tested it before I added the water section. I didn't go back, I guess. Well, I'm only human. Oh, that's right. Oh, God. Now I'm all self-conscious. Everybody stop watching so I can concentrate, he says to an empty room. That was probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, health. Just had to take that last hit. I'm more of a Bob than a Dan. Let's be real. I'm more like Bob's sadistic evil twin. I'm Bob with short hair and a goatee. Yeah, just eat the hit. Well, maybe that's something I'll address in my revised area. Oh, dummy. It's too bad you can't see all the funny faces I'm making. So this timer here is set to... I forget, for the death beam. But I know that whatever it was, I wanted to make the timing even tighter.